we're batshit crazy for doing this.
At the start of the year, we decided to shut down our print store, By Grey, and embark on a new product journey.
What makes this such a crazy idea is I run a business full time.
I work full time.
And we have an almost 2-year-old, so our time is limited.
So we initially started By Grey to sell prints online of all my photography work. But what we found was there's such a saturation in the market of print stores, and we really had a passion for product design, interiors, and how we can elevate spaces with art objects.
So that's why we decided to shut down our online print store and just go all in on our product design journey.
All of these pieces will be designed by us here in Australia.
So the whole reason why we've started By Grey is because Aaron and I have always been quite passionate about the interior space, and find that when we go shopping for items for our own home, we're limited with the variety of what we can purchase. A lot of the stuff is very similar design.
Like cookie cutter design.
Yes, we just wanted to create a space where people can shop and it be different and pieces that you probably haven't seen anywhere else.
And by us designing, creating things from scratch, we know that there isn't going to be another piece out there like it.
And obviously on top of this, we want to create a dream life for us. We're both very creative people, so we wanted a space to be able to both put our heads together and just create something really cool that we could put out into the world.
Something for our family, something for us. Get away from the 9 to 5, you know? So in saying all of this, we've designed our first product and we want to take you on the journey with us. So going through the motions of thinking what would be number one product, we visited mirrors, we visited side tables, we visited coffee tables, but feel like a lot of that's been done again. So where we landed was lamps, lighting. So the first product and the prototype that we've got underway at the moment is a lamp. So in order to bring the idea to life, I really wanted to put pen to paper and understand what the dimensions were, what this is going to look like, and how we can make this work. So we landed on designing a triangle lamp with the bulb sitting on one side. So that meant after doing all of the drawings, getting the measurements, we went out to Bunnings, did a bit of shopping, didn't have a clue what I was doing. I'm not an electrician. We ended up just using MDF, a nail gun, hammer, saw.
And a qualified electrician to help us wire it up, who is family member.
In order to get the actual lighting mechanism itself, I thought the easiest thing to do would be to buy a cheap lamp and dismantle it and pull it apart. So that's what we used to make the prototype. We couldn't find the dimension of shade that we ideally want, so it's bigger than what we ideally wanted. So in the designs, we revised that down to get to the size that we wanted.
So after we made the prototype, we just decided to jump on Pinterest, Google, and just search up triangular lights just to see what was out there. And funnily enough, we came across a design that was pretty much the same as ours. And like we said at the start, we really wanted our offering to be unique. So then we started freaking out a little bit because we thought we didn't want to put something out straight away that was like something else. So we texted a few of our friends and asked them their opinions. We really wanted to stick with the triangular kind of shape. We really had our heart set on that. And one of our friends suggested just changing the triangle to a right angle.
And it kind of makes sense, right? With the right angle idea, we could use that to be butt up against a wall as bedside lamps. You can use them as bookends. There's many different ways you can use a right angled lamp.
So once we were set on the right angle design, we were kind of deciding between finishes and colors. And Aaron and I have always just been obsessed with anything mirrored. We love mirrored decor. We just think it really blends in well with a space. So after deciding on, whether or not we go down the color route or the mirrored route, we decided to stick with what we love, and that was the mirrored option.
And of course, we had to pick the most expensive option to design. Mirrored is obviously a lot more expensive than what you would have powder-coated aluminium or stainless steel. There are other options, and we do want to introduce other colors within the series, but I just think the mirror is going to be punchier. It's going to be a better statement piece for the initial launch.
From here, once we had our heart set on the design, we obviously had to find a manufacturer that could actually make this. And our goal with our store is to keep our price points affordable, but have really quality products.
So that's where obviously the correspondence comes in. Tracking down manufacturers, narrowing in on the designs, sending through some measurements, understanding what kind of finishes, the quality of the product, what we can get for what price, as well as minimum order quantities. This has been a bit of a journey. We've gone back and forth. We've been able to get some pricing, some initial pricing. We're at the stage now where we've locked in that MOQ. We've been able to get some timeframes through from them. So really, we're just in sample phase at the moment.
So once we finished liaising with the manufacturer, we knew that they could actually create this product. We sort of thought to ourselves, well, it would probably be good to be able to actually see a 3D version of it, because we'd only really drawn it and thought of it in our heads, and then we had the original prototype, which wasn't exactly the end product that we're going to go with.
So we engaged a local Brisbane product designer who's gone away, taken our sketches, and is in the process of getting us through some really awesome 3D renders of what the product ideally is going to look like. Once we've been able to lock in these 3D renders and we're happy with them, we're ready to pull the trigger, send a whole heap of money across to our manufacturers to get the samples and get the initial process underway of manufacturing. So this is just the beginning. Over the months and years to come, we want to be releasing products, not just lamps. We want to be expanding into other homewares, other decor, other art pieces. Alongside the lamp, we want to be doing a print run as well. So I'm going to release a few limited prints with this run.
So following on from the lamp, we've already started designing our second product drop, which is super exciting.
We'll try and keep everybody updated as much as possible. As soon as we have news, some new things that are coming about, obviously everyone online will be the first to know.
So make sure you're following us on Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel to see more.